so forth, for the opportunity to speak. Many of you don't know me. Sometimes when you're a lender, that's a good thing. Sometimes it means that you're not marketing enough, but sometimes it also means you're not screwing anybody and they're not talking about you. So there are two sides to that great fence. My company's business funding Northeast. I've been in business 24 years as of February. And a couple of quick rules. Cheap money never comes easily. Don't ever forget that. Work hard to keep your books straight. You'll always get the best rates. Keep your credit up. You always get the best rates. Easy money never comes cheaply. Always be aware of it. Be aware of caveats. Be aware of covenants. Anybody out there can sell you money, but I'm going to tell you something right now. Not everybody's out there to solve your problem. I'll give you some real quick examples. A gentleman came to me. He had a $500,000 loan on a $1.2 million property. He wanted to borrow $300,000 in order to do some more additional renovations. And we talked about it. His rate was at 2.75%, and things had changed. The best rate he was probably going to get is about 5.5%. And I sought out two other alternate ways to come up with the money and leave the mortgage alone. One of them was, how's this on investment property, a second mortgage on the investment property. So I deal with a lot of private investors, beyond some of the lenders. I don't use my quote-unquote own money. The reason for that is every deal is different, and I try to match it up to the best way to get it done. I have a person who got in trouble with the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission. They took all his money away. The IRS taxed him for the money that the SEC took away. I brought my people in, and we proved that the IRS couldn't hold him responsible for paying taxes on that and freed up his property. So there's a lot of different things that I do in order to solve problems, and that's really what I am, as a problem solver. So you have a deal that's a mess, you have a deal that's got fuzz on it, you get turned down, give me a call. I'm happy to take your call, at least discuss it with you. There's no strings attached. Like I said, I've only got 24 years of experience, so what the hell do I know? So I do single and multifamily, commercial, industrial, fix and flip, bridge, hard money, long-term mortgage solutions. I do a lot with distressed property. You see a great opportunity out there, you need somebody to get on it. Size isn't a problem, location's not a problem. We're buying out a $22 million hotel out in Denver. We're paying $11 million for. We're buying a $15 million hospitality center down in Arkansas. We're going to pay $6 million for. We go to the table, we negotiate, and we get it so that it fits. And if it doesn't fit, you're better off moving on. So are we. So we're a very interactive lender that way. If you have the small stuff, smallest loan I ever wrote was $2,000.
Wow.
Right? Largest one about 23. So I'm just here, just call me. Nothing's too small, nothing's too big. So, next slide, please. How do I do it? I'm going to go to the bank first. I have great relationships with a number of bankers throughout the Northeast and across the country. Alternative lenders. We had a person who was caught in a situation, had a great first mortgage, needed to replace the heating system and ventilation system for his building. Came to me, wanted to refinance the building. Everybody's telling him he's got to take out a first, got to take out a first, got to take out a first. I got him an equipment lease for the equipment. We financed him with an equipment lease, 7-year rate, about 7%. Nice write-off, worked well, left the mortgage in place. His mortgage would have gone up by about 2% for 30 years. Think about stuff like that. That's the first question that I ask you. We use direct and indirect sources of funds. It's my responsibility to find the money, not yours. You work in your job, you do your thing, I take care of the rest of it. Geography and location, like I said, it's not a deterrent. Do domestic, we'll even look at some international stuff, if it's big enough. So, this is the best slide of the whole thing, that's my contact information. Want to see me, happy to give you a business card, happy to meet you. And if anybody has any questions they want to shoot at me right now, I don't know if I have any time. Thank you.